This is an NBC News special report.
Wow, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? This is Solicitor Dr. Radio, bringing you guys a brand new story, man. This story is fucked up and chaotic and just crazy. If you see the title, you see what the title says. I'm going to call them what they are. I'm not going to call them what the news is telling them that they are. I'm going to call them what they are. And the title says, 2 pieces of shit arrested in Louisiana, and the twins were being beaten. The topic we talking about today, man, I know a lot of you guys thought I wasn't going to touch this topic, but I am. A lot of you guys probably thought, damn, what Doc at? He's late on this topic. Yes, I've been late on this topic because I wanted to wait until a lot of the things came out, a lot of the news came out, and a lot of the news came out, so I wanted to talk to you guys about it. We're live on 3 platforms right now, 3 platforms, so shout out to the people that's going to be watching this on YouTube, and the people that's going to watch this on Facebook, and the people that's going to watch this for BIGO purposes as well. We're going to be live on 3 different platforms. Today, man, I want to show you guys the video. It's graphic. If you are watching this on Facebook, you have to go to YouTube to see it. You won't be able to see it right now. You have to go to YouTube to watch it. The videos, this is crazy. Everybody's seen it around the world. Without further ado, man, let's go and get into it. And I'm going to give you guys my thoughts on it. Let's get it.
Good evening. First on News 2 at 6 o'clock, a mother of 8 and her boyfriend who were arrested here will return to Texas to face charges.
They were caught in Baton Rouge after an Amber Alert was issued in Houston. That after 2 of her children escaped horrifying conditions and ran for help. News 2's Fallon Brown live in the newsroom with disturbing details about those living conditions.
Michael, Sylvia, the astoundingly brutal conditions these children allege they were held in are not for the faint of heart. And it's not the first time their mother has been accused of something like this. She faced similar accusations when she lived here in Baton Rouge. We want to warn you that some of the details in this story may be disturbing.
And she was shaking with her handcuffs, and she was like, we're looking for help. We need help. Like, we just broke out of our handcuffs. My mom had us handcuffed in the laundry room, they said.
Doorbell footage shows 2 starving barefoot teenagers going door to door around 5 a.m. Tuesday morning in a Houston neighborhood, seeking any kind of help they could get. This is the woman who helped the teens. She spoke to KTRK in Houston, but did not want to be identified.
They were just terrified. They just wanted help.
Those 2 16-year-old twins had just escaped the place they should have called home, but didn't even know the address of. The reason being, they were held captive by their mother and her live-in boyfriend, handcuffed in a laundry room inside of this Houston house.
They were saying that the mom had them in handcuffs in the laundry room, that they were not allowed to eat, that I think they said they hadn't eaten over a week. The last time they ate was the Monday prior.
Thursday, more shocking details emerging from the case on just exactly how badly the twins and possibly their siblings were treated. Court documents from Houston say the teens allege their mother made them drink Lysol and bleach, couldn't remember the last time they had a shower, and were only given a sandwich 1 to 3 times per week. Those documents also say their mother allegedly forced them to urinate and defecate on themselves and then consume it.
The more I looked at them, the more I could see the abuse, the more it was just like skin on bones. Literally, they were just skin on bones.
By the time investigators arrived at the home of the alleged abuse, it was empty. An Amber Alert was issued, and later that day, 40-year-old Zakiya Duncan and her 27-year-old boyfriend, Jova Terrell, were arrested on Nicholson near Burbank. Louisiana State Police confirmed all of Duncan's children are safe, but would not release details as to where they are. She pled guilty in 2019 to child desertion, but eventually got custody of her kids again. In the East Baton Rouge Parish Courthouse Thursday morning, Duncan and Terrell both told a judge they would not fight extradition back to Texas, where they'll now have to answer to these serious charges. Both Duncan and Terrell will stay in jail without bond until they're taken back to Texas. In the newsroom, Fallon Brown, WBRZ News 2.
I don't think y'all heard what these people said. And I'm tired of the news calling them the mother of 8. She's not a mother. She's not a mother. That's a fucking demon. That's a devil. That's what been calling on this channel for years. And you bitch ass people in the comments be saying, why you call out her name, Doc? Why you call out her name, Doc? Not all, some of you. Why you call her out her name, Doc? She beats her fucking children. That's why. She starves her fucking children. That's why. She makes them drink their own feces, eat their own feces, and drink their own urine. That's why. So I, with logic, supposed to call this bitch a mother, right? I'm supposed to give her respect and give her the mother title, right? She's not even fit to have a mom title. And it's always a living boyfriend, i.e. that nigga don't got nowhere to go. I.e. that nigga stand on her because she got money. I.e. that nigga stand on her because she got government benefits. I.e. that nigga don't got no fucking where to go, no job. So that's why that nigga staying there, living boyfriend. It's always the living boyfriend. So I'm supposed to come up here and give this bitch respect and say mother. She's not a mother. Mothers don't do that to their children. She's not a mom. Moms don't do that to their children. She's a demon. She's the devil. You bitch ass people in the US so afraid to go back to Haiti because America people tell y'all that Haiti is the devil. But you got devils in America like this bitch and this bitch ass nigga, and y'all don't even call them what they are. Y'all don't even call them what they are. Because we gotta be PC. I don't work for nobody. I work for myself. I'm not the radio station. I'm not the Breakfast Club. I'm not the news station. I'ma say it how it is. Uncut. She's a trifling, no good bitch. He's a trifling, no good bitch ass nigga. And I hope they get raped. Like y'all said, R. Kelly should get raped in jail for what he did. I hope they should get raped and murdered in prison. Since it was okay to say that about R. Kelly, right? It was okay to say that about R. Kelly, right? That he should get raped in prison for what he did. What should happen to them? Oh, you're quiet. You're quiet today. You're quiet today. You got nothing to say? Everybody around the world have seen this shit. And I want to give a shout out to the Houston News for actually putting this out here. Shout out to the Baton Rouge Police Department, East Side that is, for arresting these two pieces of shit. But then another shout out to the Baton Rouge East Parish Police Department for not locking their ass up sooner and keeping them locked up. You heard what they said. She was already found charges years ago about two children before in 2008. CPS was already in her life because she put scalding hot water over her child. She pulled it over her child at that time. She got the child back. And she got her children back. The court systems say it's better for the child to be with the mother. Right? That's what you bitch ass people out there fighting for. Talking about the mother should have the right to choose. What about the fathers? And then y'all wonder why men click out and kill you bitches. Then you wonder why men click out and kill themselves after killing y'all. Because the world is not set up for men. The world is set up to fuck with us and fail us. I have a question that nobody's been asking. Where's the father of these 8 children? Nobody knows? They're not speaking out? Where's the fathers of these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 children? I have to have 2 hands. 2 hands. And she's 40 with 8 children. She's 40. She's 40 with 8 children. 2 of them being 16 because they twins. Count the numbers. Count them. Count them. She's with a 27-year-old bitch ass nigga that wants to do music. That's all he wanted to do was put out crappy fucking music. You abuse your children. You misuse the government funds. You treated your children like they were slaves. And then you people, not all, have the nerve to tell me I should call her out her name. Fuck you. And fuck the heart you came in on. I'm gonna always fight for children. Because no one fought for me when I was a kid. Until Miss McFarland, shout out to Miss McFarland, rest in peace, my social worker from CPS, she fought for me to get me out of my mama's house. And because of that, I'm still here. I'm still alive. Because Quasi kept. If it was not for Miss McFarland doing what she did, me and my brothers and sisters would have been dead. It took a whistleblower like Miss McFarland to say, we ain't giving the kid back to the mother. She ain't showing no signs of trying to get healthy. But I can say now, after all these years, I'm proud of my mother. My mother's been clean for 5 months. So shout out to Mary. Shout out to Mary. She had to get rid of her environment. She had to get rid of that environment and get away from that environment. Now she's better. She's been off of drugs for 5 months. I'm proud of you. I am. You can do it. Continue to keep fighting. Continue to keep getting it. But what you see behind me is filthy. Look at the pictures. Look at the pictures of what she done to these children. If you're on Facebook, you can't see it. But you will be able to see it on YouTube. That's fucking filthy. Their hands were so... You could see the white meat in their hands from being handcuffed. What is wrong with the world? What is wrong with these mothers? So-called mothers that have children and misuse their children. And we did some research on it. You know, I do my research. And I found a Facebook page and an Instagram page and a TikTok page. She has 5 other children that she put in her videos, making them things on TikTok, all that other shit to try to get money off her children, trying to capitalize off her children. She done all that, and she was misusing the other 2, abusing the other 2. She put on her Facebook in 2020 got married. The status got married. Her auntie, or his auntie rather, her auntie put congratulations to my niece and my nephew. May God bless you all from your aunt. May God bless you all, right? People been up there attacking. That was 2 years ago. No other response after that. People been up there attacking her auntie, asking her auntie, did you know your niece was sad like that? Did you know your niece was abusing her children? No response from the auntie. A lot of different people up there. But you know it has to have one comment in the whole thing. And I found it. This comment says, and it's classic, you know where I'm going. This comment from a black woman said, wait, y'all, why are we so quick to judge? Maybe this young lady had the same thing happen to her when she was a kid. And she don't know how it is to raise children. Maybe we should give her a break. Somebody put underneath the comment, bitch, go kill yourself. Look at what she did to these kids. So you telling me it takes someone to show you how to raise children for you to know not to do this to your children? She said, I don't mean no disrespect. And yes, you're right. She should not have her kids or get her kids back. But we don't know what was going on in that household. And for us to judge is wrong. That's what a black woman said. Now, I ain't stupid. I ain't the brightest nigga in the world. But don't we have a law that's called Roe versus Wade, where it's fighting for the woman's choice to choose their body? That if a woman gets pregnant, if the man doesn't want the child, he can't make the woman get an abortion. Because it's her body, right? But I don't want a child right now. I want to go to the NFL. I want to go travel. And I don't want a child right now. We didn't plan to have it. It just happened. Because we wasn't wearing condoms or it bust, right? And I ain't stopped. 9 months later, you pregnant. But I don't want it. You want it. I don't want it. You gonna keep it in a way to spite what I want. And I had no choice over that? So you telling me this bitch didn't know how to raise the one, the second, the third, the fourth, the fifth, the sixth, the seventh, the eighth. You see how long it took me to count 8 children? So you're telling me she didn't know how to raise 8 children? Why the fuck did she have them in the first place then? Why she couldn't go to every black woman, every woman around the world has this option that men don't have. You can leave your child at a church, hospital, your family house, your grandmother's house, your sisters, your brother, the fire station. Without getting consequence, anything happened to you. Or don't have it at all, abort it. Or, because I know y'all like, oh, he said abortion. I did. Or give it up for adoption to people that don't have children. You bitches don't do that though, right? Because you see what you can get from the child. So you start saying to yourself, I can get way more food stamps if I had this child. I can get way more money for this child if I have the child. I can abuse the child while I have the child, but still get the benefits for the child. So I'ma keep it. I can claim the child on my taxes. I'll get a nigga to claim my children on their taxes and get the money back from that. I can flip it. That's what you bitches do. And then you wonder why men kill you bitches behind trying to see their children. You play with children like it's a game of Monopoly. You play with children like you playing 2K or Madden. You strategizing. What can I do to cause this child potential damage? And I'm pissed off because I was a child who was abused, who was left at home, who was not taken care of because my mama had a drug habit. I was that child who was sexually assaulted, molested by my female cousin at the age of 6 years old, all the way up until the age of fucking 12. I was that child who had to go and hustle money for my mama's drug habit. Steal, pickpocket, tap dance on Bourbon Street. I was that child, me and my brother. I was that child. My wife was that child. Molested, beaten, forgotten about. So I'm going to fight for people like us. Because you bitches ain't doing it. CPS ain't doing it. Child protection ain't doing it. CPS is some bullshit. DCF is some bullshit. You bitch ass niggas want to give the child back to the mother after she already beat her child. Hey, what we gonna do today? Let's give her back to her. And then you wonder why children grow up today mental and fucked up in the head. Because you bitches give them back to the abusers. We already have a hard time getting away from our parents. So she locked them in a closet, y'all. She locked these children in a closet and had boards over the closet so they couldn't leave. The only way they left out the house was they took the fucking washer and dryer and opened it up where the water go at and the shit go out there for the heat. They went through. They were so small and frail. You saw the body. You saw the pictures. I don't gotta show you. You see them. They were so small and frail that they were able to sneak out the hole. They might have digged it for some weeks to make it big enough, and they got out of the hole and they ran away. These two bitches decided to get the other kids, the 5 that they did take care of, took care of them, put them on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all this shit, right? To get money from them, right? Took those 5 children, took those 5 children and fled to Louisiana. While your other 2 children ran away. You didn't know where they went. You didn't think to find them. You just took the other 5 and brought them to your auntie house or your cousin's house in Louisiana. And if you look at the bitch Facebook, shout out to wifey in the chat. If you look at the bitch Facebook, her pictures, from looking at it, she's a beautiful young girl. You would think she got her head on chat. You would think weave everywhere in her fucking head. The bitch ass nigga got dreads. And they ain't saying nothing bad about dreads because I got them. But that's the type of nigga she like. Pictures of her and him at the fair. Her in a brand new car. It's really, really sick that you have some people taking up for this bitch. I blame her family. I blame his family. Oh, we're gonna get into that too. I blame CPS. What do CPS even stand for? Child Protection Services? That's what it stands for, right? They should change the name, because they're not protecting any services. They're not protecting any children at all. They basically giving the child back to the mother to kill their children. I did a story in 2012 when I first started this, of a mother in New Orleans, Louisiana, where I'm from. She killed her first child. She went to jail for a month. They let her out. She had 5 more children in a span of 2 years. 2 twins, 2 sets of twins, and a little boy. She killed those 5 and put them in a freezer. And then when she got arrested, she said that the devil told her to kill her children. That bitch got out of jail again, had a child in jail, I might add. How she get pregnant in jail? She was fucking one of the guards. Got out of prison, killed that child, and now she's doing life in prison. So she killed 8 children. And the judge was not responsible, and I think she should have been held responsible for that. She got 8 children. She got 8 children, this bitch. And the only picture that's on this bitch wall is the little boy. And that's it. The only one you see is look like his children. That look like his children. Those 2 16-year-olds can't be for him. They can't be, because if that's the case, that's statutory rape. She was fucking him when he was young, because he's 27. They 16. So it couldn't be his children. So that means you're abusing somebody else's children and keeping his children, loving his children. And that's what me and my family are battling with right now. My sister been dead, and we've been hearing that her baby father is letting the new girlfriend misuse my nieces and nephews. I'm sorry, my nieces. Abusing my nieces. And that's what me and my family are trying to figure out, how we can get those children from him. Because if there's the case, my sister wouldn't want that. Listen to this news story.
New surveillance video shows the twins going to a neighbor's home early yesterday morning begging for help. Police soon got involved, and that's when the twins' mother and her boyfriend fled with their 5 other children, sparking that Amber Alert. They were all later located near Baton Rouge.
Law enforcement said the teens were being held captive. Now they're in the hospital receiving care. ABC 13's Micah Hatfield sat down with a woman who called police and got them help.
Gina and Eric, after these teens removed their handcuffs and escaped from their home, police say they went door to door looking for help. It was early in the morning, so a knock on the door was startling for many. But one woman answered that cry for help. As a result, the handcuffs are now switching wrists. They're going from these teens to the mother and her boyfriend. I'm told they're supposed to be brought back here to the Harris County Jail tomorrow from Baton Rouge. A bizarre knock on the door at 5:30 a.m. Tuesday morning in Cyprus. One many people didn't answer, some out of fright, but one woman did. The Precinct 5 Constable's office says the twin 16-year-olds escaped their home in the Marvita neighborhood.
where they had been held prisoner in handcuffs in their laundry room. No shoes, one not wearing a shirt. It was cold outside. They were desperate. This woman, who wants to remain anonymous for safety reasons, invited them in.
They were saying that they had just gotten here from Baton Rouge, I think they said. That they just moved here and that their mom didn't disclose the address to them, and so they didn't know where they lived.
She gave them blankets and food, which she says they ate every bit of. They told her they hadn't eaten in more than a week. The woman called police. In the meantime, she says the children opened up about the abuse they had endured at the hand of their mother, Zakiya Duncan, and her boyfriend, Jova Terrell, even telling her they had...
She's not a mother, news station. Stop saying that. She's not a mother. We give this mother title to anybody today. Anybody could be a mom, right? Anybody could be a mother, right? We just give it out to everybody. She's not a mother. Please stop saying that. If any news stations watching me or watch me, please stop saying mother. Don't give this bitch that respect. She's not a mother, bruh.
Tried to escape the night before.
Fuck.
But she got caught, and her mom beat her, hit her in the head.
The woman, who's an ICU nurse, checked out their injuries and took these photos. Swollen hands, fresh cuts to their wrists and arms. She noticed scarring on their frail bodies as well. You'll notice the handcuffs sitting on the counter.
They complain about feeling stiff from being in just one position in the laundry room.
The woman is still trying to process everything. Duncan and her boyfriend, both charged with injury to a child. The woman who helped save them is angry. Angry that it got to this extreme and that Duncan had custody of her children. Texas CPS said they had not been involved with the family before, but in Louisiana, where they had just moved from, the Department of Child and Family Services, according to court records, had been, even documenting past abuse.
Give these abusers life in prison, like murderers, because that's ultimately what it's going to lead to. And I bet crime would go down. Kids would not be abused because people would be afraid to go to prison for life.
At the Harris County Jail, Micah Hatfield.
Say it again, white lady. Say that again. And that's another thing. I want y'all to understand something. These children, these black children, I want to say that again. These black children knocked on several doors in that neighborhood. The two people that they knocked on were not at home. First couple that they knocked on were not at home, but they ring doorbell, caught it, and they talked to them from their doorbell. Black couple didn't allow them to go in the house. Understandable, so they're not there. They don't know what's going on. That could have been a robbery, anything could have been happening. You right. But they saw the body on the camera. They saw those children's bodies. They can read between. No shoes on, didn't let him in. Next couple, he opened his door. He talked to him, he didn't let him in. Blackmail. But this white lady saw them, opened the door, let them in, gave them food, called the police for them. But you bitches say white people hate us. You bitches say white people don't like blacks, right? You bitches say white people are racist, right? That's what you bitches say. Who more racist than the black folks who raised them? Who more racist than the mother who raised them? Who more abusive to them than the mother who raised them? So hand clap to this white lady. You get a congratulations, sweetheart. Thank you for that. Thank you for not closing your door on these children. Thank you for having a fucking heart. Thank you. And I respect what the fuck you just said just now. Say it again.
Life in prison, like murderers, because that's ultimately what it's going to lead to.
Say it again.
Crime would go down. Kids would not be abused because people would be afraid to go to prison for life.
At the Harris County Jail, Micah Hatfield, ABC 13, Eyewitness News.
She said we need to give them life in prison, like murderers, and then people will stop doing this shit, because they'll be afraid to go to fucking prison. That's what that white lady said. She said we need to give them prison time like murderers. And then maybe they'll stop doing this shit to their children. Because they'll be afraid to go to prison. Say it again.
Children. Texas CPS said they had not been involved with the family before, but in Louisiana, where they had just moved from, the Department of Child and Family Services, according to court records, had been, even documenting past abuse.
Give these abusers life in prison, like murderers, because that's ultimately what it's going to lead to. And I bet crime would go down. Kids would not be abused because people would be afraid to go to prison for life.
At the Harris.
And I bet crime will go down because people will be afraid to abuse their children because they gonna go to jail like murderers for life. That's what that white lady said. But you bitches always got shit to talk about a white girl. A white girl is this. A white girl still. That's all you bitches talk about. But who helped these children? Huh? Who helped them? Huh? A white woman. She don't want her face on camera. She don't want the clout. Like y'all say, do anything for clout. They do anything for clout. They do anything for clout. She didn't want the clout. She said, I don't want y'all to see my face. I don't want to be famous from doing this shit. I did it because that's the person I am. I'm kind. I have a fucking heart. A black bitch would have been like, hey, yeah, I'm the one that helped them out. Yeah, I'm going to donate to my Cash App. Yeah. Don't take my word for it. You see what happened in Florida? The young lady who helped this old man out and gave him water during a hurricane? You know what she put up on her Facebook page? A GoFundMe. Asking for people to help her because she helped this man out. You want us to give you money because you gave a man water during a hurricane? Black girl. And I know what you're saying. That's not all black women, Doc. You can't say that. What about the young lady in Tennessee, the black girl in Tennessee, who told the school that she was a tutor. She told the school that the student that she studies with, that she tutors, primary was beating her and raping her. That black girl, the tutor, went online and had a GoFundMe up there talking about donate to me. She had a Facebook saying that she was a hero. What about that? What about that? So you bitches be talking all this shit about white people, and a white person allowed them in her house. A white person called the police. A white person got those children and they safe. Black people refuse to let them in. But I thought Black Lives Matters, right? That's what y'all go out there and say, right? Black Lives Matters. Black Lives Matters. That's what y'all say, right? That's what y'all say, right? Why didn't it matter that day? No response? You're not talking today, people? You got nothing to say? Oh, I know. Shut up, you fat motherfucker. I know. You got nothing to say, right? How about the many murders that's happening in my city of New Orleans, Louisiana, but nobody talking about them but me? Nobody trying to get these killers off the streets but me. But Black Lives Matters, right? What about the person who took a gun to a fucking graduation and shot up the graduation? Or matter of fact, the person who took the gun to the high school football game, and shot up the football game and killed 2 students. Those were black children. It didn't matter then. Black Lives Matter didn't matter then. What about the 12-year-old in New Orleans who was shot and murdered 2 days ago? Her life didn't matter. That's why white folks make fun of us. That's why white folks look at us as stupid people. That's why white folks are inferior to us. Because we have to wear a shirt that says Black Lives Matters instead of fucking believing in it, instead of showing it that Black Lives Matters. What if white folks got a shirt that say all white lives matter? Would that be a problem? We black and we proud. What if they had we white and we proud? So it's only one-sided. And I'm saying this and I'm black. It's not fair what the fuck we do. It's not fair what the fuck we do. And I'm tired of you bitch ass talking about everything that happened in slavery. Nobody alive today has been a slave. Nobody alive today would have been a slave. None of us. We couldn't have done it. So stop crying about some shit that happened years ago. And I understand it's mentally. It's fuck with our brains. What you think this bitch did to her children? I'm just asking. Because this is crazy. This is crazy. This is really bonkers. The male was arrested. His arrest record, he was arrested in Louisiana, taken to the police department, the East Baton Rouge Police Department, on death of over $1,000. His second arrest was misusing and abusing a child in the first degree. He was released and was taken into custody again after going on a high-speed chase in the East Baton Rouge Parish. That happened in 2007. She was arrested for death of over $1,000 in New Orleans, Louisiana. She was charged with misusing her child. She poured hot water over her child to teach him a lesson. It's reported that she makes her children do sit-ups and push-ups to teach them a lesson for hours. You have his family posting, "Free my family." His sister went on her Facebook page and said, "Free them until they free." His other sister or other relative put on a Facebook page, "I love you, bro. We're gonna get you out of this." Nothing about the children. Not that we love the children. Not how the children are doing. "We love you, bro. We're gonna get you out of this." And this is his family. And to his family, you bitches some piece of shit too. Because if y'all allow this shit to happen, shame on y'all. Y'all knew this shit was happening. Shame on y'all. This is crazy, bro. This is crazy. And I'm confused. Why nobody stepped up? Why nobody did anything? Why nobody stopped this shit from happening? She had opportunity to kill these children at every cost. When are we gonna wake up? In all seriousness, when are we gonna wake up and stop this? Stop allowing this to happen. CPS, stop allowing this to happen to these children. These children are gonna be mentally scarred for the rest of their life because the person that they looked up to as their mother did this to them. And it's very hard. I appreciate you guys for watching. I'm the Listen Doctor. I want to bring you more topics on this, more stuff on this when the news come out, when they get shipped back to Texas. We're going to follow the story closely. Please check out my content. Check out the links at the bottom of the description box. DeeDeeAndCece coming to you soon. DeeDeeAndCece podcast will be coming soon. Got a couple of surprises. Continue to keep following us. Continue to keep growing with us. But this, man, it's hard to see. These children went through this. And it's really, really painful. And I hate it. I hate it. I love you too. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. And this is something that's sickening. Very sick. Appreciate you guys for coming, man. I see you guys when I see you.